to return, but you stayed, and that's all she wrote. And now you're hanging from a vine with hell below, and your last Cuban has been smoked. At least you got a final swig of Navy rum before the goddamn bottle broke. In the glow of a volcano, in the eye of a monsoon, in a mosquito tornado, under a hungry moon, in the jaws of an alligator, in a black lagoon. One thing's for sure, death is coming soon. And if you thought the jungle was the place you'd finally skirt your doom, well baby, now the joke's on you. It's tragic but it's true, 'cause everything around you wants to get its fangs in you. And to think you thought this was your way out. Strip down to your underwear, though that might sound obscene. Slip out of your skin suit and rattle in your bones. And if you do the skeleton dance, you won't be alone. I won't fib you like my dance moves, to be your partner to make me swoon. Spine on your body as you bump and groove to the clavicle chord. Some might find it humorous, sternum up can be dangerous. We are undead serious when we do the skeleton dance. What are we? We are undead serious doing the skeleton dance. That was pretty good. I stumbled upon it. And the God scene gave me so much. It gave me a place where I felt that I belonged. It gave me the opportunity to be able to freely love the macabre and love monsters and not feel weird about it. But what I realized only recently was that before I found my way to the goth scene, I was already part of a subculture, of a counterculture.
Yes.
Because growing up as a child in the 70s, I was what they called a monster kid. Now, that started in the 50s and 60s. Back then, we didn't have the internet, of course, and we didn't have smartphones, and like children entertained themselves by playing one of two games. And one of them was cops and robbers, and the other one was cowboys and Indians. Or you played sports. And if you were like me and you didn't like any of that garbage, then you were a weirdo and a freak, and you didn't belong. And that was like a reason enough to kick your ass and to, physically punish you for it. Kids like me fell in love with the universal monsters. Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Mummy, the Bride of Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Invisible Man, Hunchback of Notre Dame. I could go on, I'm not going to. And our lives, suddenly we had something to look forward to. The next Universal horror film, the next Aurora model kit we could build. And believe it or not, there was a musical component of being a monster kid, because the music that monster kids listened to was surf. And for those of you here tonight who are like, I don't know what surf is, I never heard of it, everyone in here knows what surf music is, because you all know this tune. Down. The theme from the Munsters is a classic surf song. Where am I going with all this? My love of monsters and my love of music, when monsters and music collided for the very first time in the biggest, baddest way that to this day is still the most famous song about monsters that exists. It was somewhere in the 50s or early 60s, and that song is called, that's right, it's called the Monster Mash. So when I started making this record, I was like, ah, shit, I probably have to do a cover of Monster Mash. But I don't like doing covers because if I love a song, I really don't feel like I can improve it in any way. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna do a cover of, maybe I'll do a parody of Monster Mash. But then I remembered that when my first record, The Devil's Brisk, came out in 1998, I have the vinyl here tonight for the first time in forever, by the way. When that record came out, there was a review that said, this guy is the Weird Al Yankovic of the coffin crowd. I was like, all right, maybe I won't do a parody. Instead, what I decided to do was write a song that is inspired by the Monster Mash. It is a ska song. But instead of singing about the universal monsters, which, let's be real, I sing about on all the other songs on the record, I sing about the slashers. So this song is about the Freddy Kruegers, the Mike Myers, the Chuckies, all of the slasher characters. And it is called The Slash. Would you like to hear it? It was summertime, I was feeling great. I took a dip in a crystal lake till I felt something beneath the waves. A drowning boy nobody saved. There was another kid on Halloween. When he was done with the trick or treat, he killed his sister with a kitchen knife. But now they slay for life. They did the slash. Oh, they did the murder slash. They did the slash. Oh, they made a bloody splash. Last night I had a crazy dream. Ghostface made me scream, cause he and Chucky hatched a plan, and Freddy Krueger lent a hand. They found a miner from deep in a mine and said Candyman 5 times. Even the creeper came to take a look, but by then I was hooked. They did the slash, oh, they did the murder slash. They did the slash, oh, they made a bloody splash. They did the slash, oh, they did the murder slash. They did the slash, oh, it was a graveyard smash. Oh, 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 doing the slash is the way to go. Oh, 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 oh. Who'll be the last girl no one knows? Oh my God, Scott's so fucking hard. Some pervert's got your number. He calls the party where you slumber. It's always such a bummer when everyone knows what you did last summer. Everyone knows what you did. Oh, 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 oh. Doing the slash is the way to go. Oh, 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 oh. Who'll be the last girl no one knows? These days it's so absurd. Said a psycho, take my words. I used a knife back then, but now I've heard there's been a Texas chainsaw massacre. Cropsy said, you're no liar. These kids are playing with fire, cause Art the Clown is always down to find new ways to terrify her. He's always down to clown. They did the slash, oh, they did the murder slash. They did the slash, oh, he made a bloody splash. They did the slash, oh, they did the murder slash. graveyard smash. Thank you. Oh, hello, the little boy. Don't be shy. Step right up. I'm a reasonable guy. Don't be frightened by the look in my eye. I'm just your average evil meteor from out of the sky. Well, I'm just shy and scared in this place. A fish out of water from outer space. You can see that the trip has left me tired and drained. So why don't you be a pal and bring me some parades? Let's make this song slightly more interesting. Let's make it about rectums. What a shitty idea. Oh, you just got that. That's it. How about when I say brains, you say brains? All in favor say aye. Aye. My second favorite organ. All in favor say brains. Okay. Go down to your neighbor's place, see the dull expression on his face. You've been doing him a favor if you brought him to me. He ain't using his brain, he's just watching TV. Cartoon Network, probably. Go down to Mr. McGee's, he hasn't had a thought since 43. His brain is the portrait of atrophy. He ain't using it, why not give it to me? Brains. I won't lie, I'll eat the brains till the zombified. Sure, they might think it's deranged, but they won't give it a thought after I've eaten their brains. Brains. It's okay, it's not a matter if it isn't gray. And if at first they think it's strange, they won't think twice if they don't have a brain. Brains. 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 I am drunk with power right now. But let's be honest, by the end of the show, I'm just going to be drunk. Brains. I love them, I need them. My tummy jumps for joy when I eat them. Big ones, fat ones, short ones, tall ones. So delectable, especially the small ones. No time to cook them in the skillet. My belly's rumbling, I gotta need to fill it. I don't fry them, the heat alone to shrink them. I just grab myself a straw and I drink them. Whoa. I have now seen all of your O faces. My work here in Las Vegas is done. You've been swell to go around and bring me every single brain in town, but with all these brains I can't help but think that there isn't one left out there to drink. What's up, boy? Come on, hey! Here's the someone that you're trying to protect. Bring her down here to meet her, and then I promise I'll be your bestest friend. Brains. I won't lie, I'll eat her brain till she's zombified. Sure, she might think it's deranged, but she won't give it a thought to have eaten her brains. Brains. It's okay, it's not a matter if it isn't gray. And if at first she thinks it's strange, she won't think twice if she don't have a brain. Brain. Bring me her brain. Bring me her brain. Bring me her brain. The Minotaur is my butler. The Cyclops, my valet. You're not gonna believe this, but a centaur drives my chariot that takes me down the way, or a river made of fire through a street that's paved in bone. I got a dozen zombie skeletons to walk me to my throne. Can they hear? Buried 6 feet underground, entombed for years. As the crypts fill up with sound, she's speaking through her instrument the words she'd love to say that she won't say. And the angels sigh as the crowds begin to cry. What? As the clouds begin to cry. What's in that drink? And the angels sigh as the clouds begin to cry. It's always Wednesday, like the cold and pretty fall. It's always Wednesday, at the center of it all. You'd love to touch her heart, but she might tear your world apart, because it's Wednesday after all.
And remember to hit all the buttons to see the most current content, and to keep up on what we're doing in the spooky, creepy world.